Hello and welcome to week 12 of JCC's English 111 class, fall 2020. And we are moving along. We are finishing up our third of four papers, the argument paper this week, and we're introducing the last paper this week. Woohoo! Nice. Okay. So let's first talk about the argument paper. So last week you had a chance to submit it to your peers and get feedback, and then you've had a chance to revise it. You're going to upload it by clicking the argument paper, and once again you have to click on the I agree to submit your paper to the global reference database so it can be checked for plagiarism. Again, you can check the rubric of how it's graded by clicking on a rubric. So we don't need to spend a lot of time on that because we've been through this before. It's not our first rodeo. Okay. The other thing that you're going to focus on is picking a topic for compare contrast to. Now let me kind of explain what makes this paper a little different. So if you click on here, it kind of gives you the directions. Okay, so this should be at least 4 pages and 3 scholarly sources in MLA formatting. This is kind of a combination. This compare contrast to paper is kind of a combination of your argument paper in the compare contrast format. Okay, now listen carefully. You cannot use the same topic as you've done for previous papers. This needs to be a different topic. Okay, step 1, choose a different topic. Again, go to procon.org or whatever. Again, you're not arguing necessarily just one point. You're not saying that, hey, we should legalize marijuana for recreational use or whatever. You are comparing and contrasting 2 things and stating one is better than the other. Generally, that's it. But the difference here is your first compare contrast paper. So let's say you were comparing and contrasting McDonald's versus Burger King. Okay, we can say, well, Burger King has onion rings, McDonald's doesn't. Okay, this is kind of just common knowledge and stuff you can just say from your personal experiences. For this paper, any proof that you give that one thing is better than the other, you have to do research. Okay, you can choose your own topic, but you cannot use your own personal experiences. I've had students that said, oh, I want to compare my, my ex-boyfriend to my current boyfriend. Well, that could have maybe worked for your first compare contrast essay, but not for this one because you have to do scholarly research. So you could say, well, I don't even know how you go down that road. You couldn't really do that with personal experiences. So you need to pick a controversial topic and say, let's say legalizing marijuana is better than keeping it illegal, and then that's the way you could present the argument. Okay, basically you're picking between 2 things. Felons should be able to vote versus not being able to vote or whatever. But really you want to focus kind of maybe more on something that where you can kind of pick 2 things that are similar and say one is better than the other, and here are the reasons why. And the reasons why are stuff that you can research. So it makes it a little tricky. And how do you get to 4 pages? Well, you just keep adding evidence. That's the way you do it. Okay. Yeah. So for this week, you're basically finishing up your first draft of your argument paper, and then you're just going to post in Portfolio 9 your topic. What topic do you want to use for your compare contrast paper, so I can make sure that it's something that you're going to actually be able to write on and it will be appropriate for this assignment. So that's it for week number 12.